Okay, traders. Now, there's one thing that I really despise about trading, and that's market manipulation by the brokers. Now, if you think you're getting excessive slippage and gapping on your positions, it's worth investigating. Now, let me just show you a few details around how you can actually check to see if the broker is doing a good job and just giving you good pricing and you're experiencing natural market slippage, or if they have actually tools in their pricing to delay your execution and slow things down and basically steal money out of your account. Now, here's a trade I did on EuroCAD, right? Now, we had the Canadian CPI numbers coming out, and the numbers came out strong. So you can see how it's actually dropped down very quickly. Now, I placed my order in the market 15 points below the market level. Now, the market was at 146.48. Now, my order was placed, okay, pending order 146.30, right? Gives me 15 points below the market. It allows me to avoid the initial volatility. And you know what? If there is large variance, I can get in at a decent level, not far beyond 30, right? Maybe 5 points below, 10 points tops, right? It wouldn't be beyond that. I actually got slipped 40 points below my entry level, right? I took myself out at 15 points above the entry. Now, the CPI numbers were stronger than expected, that's for sure. But a 40-point slippage, that's mental. Now, what you need to do in this situation, go to your broker very politely and say, listen, can you show me the tick data? I'd like to see, what the price action was like around the time of the Canadian CPI number, and give them the specific time. Just tell them that, for future experience, that you want to sort of get a better gauge of how you can trade the numbers around these releases. And that's why you want to see the tick data, because usually they will be onto you as soon as you ask for the tick data, especially if the staff know that management is messing around with the prices. All right. So what you need to do is get the details of your transaction, right? And the key part to it is the timing, right? The time that your entry order was executed. In this example, it was at 15:30, 01.667 seconds, 1.6 seconds after the data was released, right? 145.90.8 was my execution level. That means the market was at that level at the time of execution, or was it? Now, this is where the tick data comes into play, okay? Now, the tick data, every broker has this. So if they say they haven't got it, they're lying, right? What they should be doing is, what you can ask them for is, can you give me the tick data at that specific time? And they will give you access to it, right? So this is the time of the release, okay? 15:30 on the platform. Now, if I scroll down, once again, just looking at the time of my release, 1.667 seconds after the data was released, right? So if I come back to the tick data and I look for that, and I'm at 1.662 and 1.680, I should have been done here in between these two. And where was the price of EuroCAD at that time? Because this is the level that I should have been executed at. Well, definitely, because they have said that's your execution time. So the question is, how did I get set at 145.90 if the market was at 146.24 or 21 to 24 at the time of my execution? Well, it's quite simple. They've actually got tools in the market there to manipulate the execution, make it look like you got set at 145.90, which if I scroll down here, you'll see it's actually done. It hits that level 2 seconds after my initial entry level, right? So how could I be done at 145.90 if the time of execution there was 3.221 seconds after the data release? Now, the game is up at this stage. You can see that order number there, the first tick. Now, that comes in at 146.25. That is probably where I was executed, or the broker executed the trade, right? But where did they fill me? As in, where did they keep the cash? Well, it's 35 points below that level. And if I put the cursor over that level, right, it shows you exactly where the market was at the time of that execution. 146.24.8 to 25, right? 30 5 points above the level. These guys have cashed in, opportunistic. They see a bit of slippage in the market. Their EAs kick off and they actually screw you over, right? They have just locked in 35 points on 10 lots risk-free. So, if the market moved against them, they wouldn't care. And the secret is in the detail here. Look at the market bid, market ask at the time of my order execution, 146.24.8 to 25. You get this data, the broker has got nowhere to hide. And once you've got all this data, it's time to come back to the broker and hit them between the eyes. Find out who regulates them on their website. Tell them you've got an issue with the execution. The tick data doesn't match up with the price action and you are manipulating the prices. Now ask them for the proper fill. 24.8 instead of 90. That's 30, almost 35 points, right? They need to refund you. If they don't, we'll go to the regulators and put them in, right? I can tell you most brokers will be scrambling at this point, trying to refund you the money, calm things down. They'll probably get you to sign a non-disclosure agreement, but get your money, get out of that broker and go and find a broker that you can trust. Trading's hard enough without these guys stealing your money. So if you're getting screwed over, follow these plans and you'll get your cash.